Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash Season 4, Arrow Season 6, all of the CW/DC shows because they released another trailer for the big crossover event with some new stuff and some pretty exciting stuff. So before we get into anything else, let's actually watch that new trailer.
Everyone you care about, everyone you love, they're gonna die.
Crisis on Earth X, the two-night crossover event, starts Monday, November 27th on the CW.
So it is essentially the same length as the one we got, I think, exactly a week ago. It was exactly a week ago. We got another promo, some similar shots, but some new shots as well, which do open up, some discussion. But quickly, I know usually I would upload a Supergirl review now. I will still be doing that. This is just taking priority. The Supergirl video, or review, might I say, will be up in the next couple of hours. So just keep your eyes out for that if you are a Supergirl viewer on my channel. Now, obviously, they did release a synopsis for this crossover a couple of days ago as well, so we will quickly go over that for people that haven't, heard it or read it before we jump into new stuff from the trailer. But before we get into that, be sure to let me know in the comments section down below what, piqued your interest in this new trailer. There was a couple of new things which were pretty interesting, so do let me know in the comments section down below what, as I said, piqued your interest. And of course, be sure to drop a like on the video if you're going to enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Barry and Iris's wedding brings the gang together, but things go awry when villains from Earth X attack the ceremony. All of the superheroes band together with help from their super friends like Citizen Cold, The Ray, Felicity Smoke, Iris West, and Alex Danvers to take on their most formidable villains yet. Earth's mightiest heroes, Green Arrow, Supergirl, The Flash, and White Canary, lead their teams into battle to save the world. So the first thing I want to talk about from the trailer was the voiceovers. The voiceovers that you sometimes get in these trailers can be pretty interesting to listen to, and we hear someone say, everyone you love, everyone you care about, they're going to die. So I guess the big question around this is who is saying it. Now, a lot of people that were replying to my stuff on Twitter and stuff were saying that it could be Prometheus, which would be pretty interesting. It sort of sounded like Prometheus that we had last season, but then it sort of brings up the question, will Prometheus from Earth X, because this is going to be Prometheus from Earth X, because obviously Earth 1 Prometheus died, is he going to be the same Prometheus that we had in Earth 1? So Adrian Chase, Simon Morrison, played by Josh Segarra. And we can talk about that now because we actually see Prometheus come out of this elevator right here. Now, this sort of does look like it could be in the Arrow bunker. It's hard to tell because it's not a wide shot. It's really zoomed in on his face with the elevator opening, but it the lighting scheme and stuff of it does make you think that it's on Earth 1, whether it be Star Labs or Team Arrow's bunker. But who is it? As I said before, who is this Prometheus? Josh Segarra, who played Adrian Chase last season, it could obviously be him. Maybe Prometheus might not remove his mask. Maybe Prometheus stays masked the entire crossover, and maybe Josh Segarra just provided the voice for him. But I think if they could make it that it's maybe Earth X Oliver Queen, but we'll get back to Oliver Queen later in the video in regards to his doppelgangers. But it could be him, it could be Tommy Merlin, because he was a fan theory for last season in regards to who Prometheus could be. And Colin Donnell, who plays Tommy Merlin, or played Tommy Merlin, was on set in Vancouver for the crossover, but we don't know what role he is playing in the crossover yet, but just keep that in mind. He is going to be in the crossover in some way, shape, or form, and it could be Prometheus. But let me know what you think of all of that in the comments section down below. Now, we do get to see Barry and Iris in the Wave Rider hugging now. Obviously, if you're West Allen and you're into that, you'll be happy with this shot because it's Barry and Iris. As we know, their wedding is getting disrupted, as it says in the synopsis, as well as what we saw in the trailer. So their first wedding didn't go to plan, so maybe this is following that. Maybe not straight after, but fairly close to it, and they're just talking about the wedding and stuff like that. But the cool thing about this is just seeing the Flash on the Wave Rider. We haven't seen that yet. Obviously, we've seen Oliver Queen on the Wave Rider before, and just seeing the Flash on there will be pretty cool as well as Supergirl, because I'm assuming that she will be on the Wave Rider at some point throughout this crossover as well. And I think this is the bridge. I'm not sure if that's the bridge or just, it looked like the bridge actually. And the bridge and the Wave Rider is the main room. I think that's what it is. We then see Cisco in the church, where obviously Iris and Barry would have, initially being, getting wedded, if that's the correct term to use. And, well, there's some destruction going on behind him, isn't there? Now, I wonder if Cisco's using his powers here. You think he might be, just because if he wasn't going to use his powers, Cisco, get out of there, because you're not invulnerable like Supergirl and have accelerated healing like the Flash. Get out of there if you're not going to use your powers, mate. You can see some stuff in the background. I think that dude in the background looks like one of the Earth X soldiers. I'm not too sure because you only see like sort of his legs, so it's sort of hard to tell. But yeah, this whoever owns this church, I'm sorry, I guess. In the church, we also do see Killer Frost. Now, it isn't just Caitlin, it's Killer Frost. She has the white hair and everything. It does look like, obviously, we know that she is meant to be the maid of honor for Iris at this wedding, so she's going to be in a dress and everything like that. But one of the big questions going into this crossover, might I say, is the big question about, like, is she going to be good in the crossover? Now, I don't think she's going to be, like, goody two-shoes, as I've mentioned before. I think what's going on with Caitlin and Killer Frost in this crossover is that, well, she's from Earth 1, and she's just protecting her Earth. Like, she might not want to team up with these guys, but, you know, she's trying to protect her own Earth, so she sort of has to, if that makes sense. But I think through this crossover, Killer Frost could sort of have like a mini sort of story arc where she doesn't become fully good, but she becomes more good and less evil, if that makes sense. But let me know what you think of that in the comments. We also get like a similar team-up shot that we had from last week's trailer with Alex Danvers, The Flash, Green Arrow, Supergirl, and White Canary. But because it's higher, we can actually see that Firestorm is actually behind them. So this is pretty cool that Firestorm is joining them, because I always thought it was weird, like the Legends are this massive group, and they only have White Canary in that group shot. They should have had someone else, whether it be the Atom, but in this case they have Firestorm, because Firestorm is a pretty powerful character. So I think it's pretty fitting that he's in there with them. Now we do get this shot with the Earth X soldiers, and going by like the environment and like the shading of everything behind there, it does look like this could be like a shot on Earth X. So this could be like a flashback, or maybe we just cross over to Earth X at some stage. But we do see them showing their brutality with like different rods, if you want to call them, and they seem to be hitting someone. I'm assuming these are like the prisoners, if you want to call them, or the less advantaged people on Earth X, because we know that Earth X is the Earth where Germany won World War II, and it's essentially controlled by Nazis. So that's going to be very interesting. Hopefully it's done tastefully and they don't go overboard and try to make some weird statement. Do it tastefully, and I think they will. But hopefully they do a decent amount of showing us like Earth X. Hopefully it all isn't just on Earth 1. Hopefully like some of the stuff is on Earth 1. Maybe the first half is on Earth 1 and then the second half is on Earth X. That would be pretty cool if they did that, because it's called Crisis on Earth X, and it'd be weird if all the stuff is on Earth 1. So show us some Earth X stuff, and I'm hoping they do. It does look like they might. But the next part in the trailer was like the big, like, what the hell is going on here? When I saw it first, I'm pretty sure a lot of you were like that as well. And that's when we see Nazi officer Oliver Queen holding up a gun to someone. Now, it's hard to tell who he's holding the gun up to. I'm not going to really make any predictions there because it's the back of the head and it's not very well lit. But yeah, Nazi officer Oliver Queen. So I guess the big question here is this actually like Earth X Oliver Queen? Is he actually a Nazi officer on Earth X? Or is this possibly our Oliver Queen in disguise? So is this Earth 1 Oliver Queen in disguise as a Nazi officer to get some information on possibly helping take down all the forces from Earth X? It's really hard to tell. Like, obviously it's a doppelganger, so there's no like scars or anything on his face to make you think, oh, okay, that's a different Oliver Queen. He looks really similar, so it makes you think he could be in disguise, like a twist in the episode. But then again, I think it would be pretty cool if we had Stephen Amell playing like a really different version of Oliver Queen. But let me know what you think of that in the comments. Now, that shot of Oliver Queen as a Nazi officer, he was in like this environment. It does look like the Flash is in a very similar environment here. Now, I'm hoping this is on Earth X. As I just said, hopefully like the whole crossover isn't just on Earth 1. Like, it's sort of evened out. Like, half of it's on Earth 1, half of it is on Earth X. And just going by the environment, it does look like this could be like a bunker or something on Earth X with like all these different technology and stuff like that. And even like the red lighting makes it seem a bit more evil, if that makes sense, like more Earth X. But the Flash here is looking a bit worried. He's not smiling, he's not happy, he looks a bit worried. So hopefully something pretty cool is going on down here. And one of the big things, like apart from the Nazi officer Oliver Queen, a lot of people were asking me this and like going, okay, what the hell is going on here? And that's right at the end of the trailer when we see a Speedforce storm. And like, I'm pretty sure, like I'm 99.9% sure this is the Speedforce storm from the end of last season of The Flash. Like, it's an exact shot from the finale. So I'm wondering why the hell they're using it. Maybe it's just to fill up the trailer. I'm not too sure. Sometimes they do this with the trailers, like they need another like second or two, so they'll just chuck in a shot from a previous season and hopefully no one will notice. Weird that they used the Speedforce storm because it's such a like memorable thing. Like, a lot of people remembered it from the finale and people were talking about it going into this season of The Flash. But maybe the Speedforce storm could have been something where, you know, the evil Flash from Earth X like noticed it, like he could sense it, and he sensed Earth 1 and all the power on it, and that's why Earth X is attacking Earth 1. If that's their bridge, damn it, Barry, you've done it again. Barry, you're sort of the fault for last season's crossover, sort of, and this season you've sort of done it again. So that could be the reason they've done it. As we know, there isn't like an evil Flash on Earth X, so as I said, he could have maybe sensed it through the Speed Force, this massive like expelling of energy onto Earth 1, and that's why they're like attacking Earth 1. That could be a reason for it, or at least it's how Earth X like learnt of Earth 1 and all the people on it. So that's just my guess. It could be something else completely, and it just looks similar to a Speed Force storm, but I'm pretty sure it's a Speed Force storm from the end of last season of The Flash. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on the video to show your support. Let me know in the comments section down below what was your favorite part from the trailer. Did I miss out on anything of like importance that I guess that you found important that I didn't cover? Yeah, just let me know all of those in the comments section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.